Hi, I'm Susan Quinn at the University of South Carolina. This is the first video in a series about creating an e-portfolio in Google Sites. I will walk you through the steps to starting your portfolio for the Graduation with Leadership Distinction project. This is step 1, creating a new Google site. After we create a site, rename the site, and then rename the home page, I'll talk about sharing your site with others. You need to go to Google Sites at sites.google.com. If you are not already logged into Gmail like I am, you will need to log in. You'll probably see a blank page. If this is your first Google site, I have made quite a few sites, and they're listed here. Let's create a new site. Click on the Create button. We're going to skip the options for selecting a template because we'll talk about the layout and look and feel of your site in a later video. But you do need to name your site. For the GLD project, we want you to use your last name, your first initial, and then GLD portfolio. I'm going to type in my maiden name, first initial, GLD portfolio. Spacing doesn't matter because as you see, while I type, it's adding the letters to the URL it's creating. Whether I use spaces or not, the URL for the site is not going to have any spaces. Finally, scroll down and type in the security thing, which I recently learned is called a CAPTCHA. C-A-P-T-C-H-A. So I'm going to type in the CAPTCHA. There's no submit button, so all you need to do is hit the enter key from the box. And that's good. It takes a few seconds. If you need a name, if you use a name that's already been used, it will tell you to try another name. Okay, Warner worked for me. It hasn't been used yet. Okay, here we are in our site, but it's got the not so friendly title of the URL. So first thing we're going to do is rename the site. Do this by clicking on the gear icon at the top of the screen, which is the More Actions option. Go to Manage Site, almost at the bottom, and click there. Okay, we want to change the site name. So this is going to be Susan Warner's e-portfolio. What's nice is that you can come back here and rename the site again if you can think of something even more interesting. But you probably do want to include your name in the title. Okay, let's quickly look at other options on this main screen in Manage Site. You can write a site description if the name of your site is not obvious or if you create a lot of sites that sound alike. There's an option for mature content, which probably does not apply to your e-portfolio. You can copy your site or delete your site from here. And if we scroll almost to the bottom, the other option we recommend you choose for your portfolio is mobile. Check Automatically Adjust Site to Mobile Phones. We've been very impressed at how good the sites look on phones. Okay, so that's what we wanted to do on that page, rename our site and adjust for mobile devices. So let's go back up to the top, Probably didn't need to do that, but we're going to hit save. Okay, and then it doesn't really go anywhere. What you need to do is look up at the top where it has a little yellow box that says your changes have been saved. So then to leave Manage Site, what you're going to do is click on the title of your site at the top of the left sidebar, and it will take you back to the home page. Perfect. Okay, we want to rename the title of the home page for the GLD portfolio. Instead of home, we want to call the first page About Me. Click on the pencil icon at the top of the screen, the Edit Page button. We're going to rename the title to About Me, and then click the Save button. This time it takes you back to the saved page. The last thing we want to do on this video is to look at the sharing and permissions area. Let's go back to the More button, the gear icon, and choose Manage Site. This is the page where you renamed your site. This time we want to go to one of the options on the left sidebar, Sharing and Permissions. Okay, you can see the URL of your site here and who has access. The default is public on the web. Anyone on the internet can find and view your page. We want to look at the options. Click on Change. You can see the three options: public, anyone with the link, or specific people. We recommend you choose anyone with the link, at least while you're developing your portfolio site. That way, you can send the link to the folks at USC Connect if you want to have them look at your site for a content question, or you can send the link to the Blackboard Support Office, I'm one of them, if you have a technical question about Google Sites. You can use any of these options, and you can come back here and change your selection at any time. Let's go ahead and click on Save. Now, if you go to the bottom of the page, this is where you can invite people to collaborate with you on a site. You can have the person be able to edit the page or make them another owner. You can also have them limited to just be able to view your site. For GLD portfolios, you probably don't need collaborators, but if you're building a website with others as a class project, for example, this is where you would do that. So that should get you started with your portfolio site. Thank you.